Now I've got a whole new level of mental challenge to deal with. An amputee in the ice. Try walking in the ice when you can't feel one of your feet. End up being totally obsessed about where your feet are going. Lunch has been had. Had to kill time between my physio and my next appointment, which is really quite important because I'm having the tattoo that was on my foot replaced. I'm not having it put on the other foot because it just didn't seem right. So we have reconstructed a different one. It was a tattoo of my mum's handwriting, constructed from letters that I still had, and I had it done in her memory after she died, and it said on my foot, "Walking with Angels," and it's in her handwriting. And we have reconstructed it. I've still got enough of her handwriting, and it now will say, "In the arms of angels," and I'm getting it put on my left forearm. So here we go. Tattoo done. Feeling pretty happy with that, all in all. It didn't hurt really at all, and it's covered up with some clear dressing, and I've got to keep it covered up for the rest of the day. Then I'll take it off and take a look. But then, yeah, ACC ruined my afternoon after that because they've just called me to tell me the manual lymphatic drainage that I've been referred to by the doctor, they won't pay for if I go to my own practice. Because it's a conflict of interest. The fact that we are the only people that offer that level of manual lymphatic drainage in town doesn't seem to bother them in the slightest. Also, the fact that we are the only people in town that are ACC accredited for that also doesn't seem to bother them in the slightest. And it's just beginning to fuck me off, quite honestly, that this trend is happening, that no one listens to me. It took me several months after the amputation to get anybody to even recognize that I had a lymphedema, and now they're arguing about how it gets treated. Oh, you know, we'll try and find you another therapist. Well, yeah, that's great, but what happens to the chronic pain that it's causing me in the meanwhile? Nobody seems to give a fuck about that. And it's just nothing. Doesn't take much to tip me over the edge. But you know what? I did not ask for any of this shit to happen to me, but I do not need people making this harder than it already is. I was right from the beginning. I knew that I had circulation problems. No one listened. Look what it happened. I ended up losing a leg. Now I know that there's a lymphedema problem. No one's listening, and I'm going to back into chronic pain again. Well, just thanks a lot for that. Somebody needs to sort their shit out. So I have been to my regular psychologist appointment. I've been for the manual lymphatic drainage. You can see now it's just getting dark and it's 5:30, and now I have to drive to Dunedin for a limb centre appointment first thing tomorrow morning. The weather is god awful today, really windy, and it's been snowy, sleety, haily, so I think I might have to go the long way to Dunedin instead of the quick road, which is the back road, because it often gets shut when the weather is bad, so it'll be late when I get there. 8:45, I have arrived at my second home at the Victoria Hotel and just ordered an Uber Eats because I haven't had tea because I left straight after my last appointment. Reflection, today's been pretty challenging, but then at the moment life is pretty challenging. Life as I knew it has changed completely, and it's okay to be pissed off about that. It's okay to be pissed off about the fact that nobody's listening. It's not okay if I stay in that pissed off position, but yeah, I do have a lot of anger still at the whole ordeal, and I'm going to have to work through how to best deal with that. I saw this quote the other day, and it really does embody what people are telling me I need to sort of come to terms with at the moment. but there's no real easy answer to that. So I am going to go and grab a beer and have a sit down for a minute, because it's been physically and mentally challenging today. I'm hoping that my dear Ryoji can reinvigorate my walking and give me a bit of adaptation on this leg I've got whilst we make leg number 6. So yeah, I'll talk to you soon.